Alright, this video is going to demonstrate how to join features together in tables in Arcmap. And the features we're going to be using for this example are parcel data. Often parcel data is kind of the basis for doing mailing lists, and so we often need to join different other fields to it. And for this, in this example, we have Lake of the Woods parcel data, and that parcel data has the information that we need related to tax name, address, land values, that sort of thing. That's going to form the basis of our mailing list. But we also have this buffer layer shown in blue, and the attributes for the buffer layer are related to buffer compliance, different buffer widths. But as you can see in the attributes, there is no landowner information, so that's why we need to join it to the parcels. So what you need to do to complete the join is first find a common field. And because we're working with parcel data, the most obvious is the parcel identification number, or PIN number. Now in this case, the data that we got from the buffer program has a PIN number, but it added a county FIPS code ahead of it, the 077 dash and then the PIN. Whereas if you look at the parcels, we have two different options to pick from. One of them, the PIN field, looks like it would match without that FIPS code from the buffer layer. So what I did is went in and used a different program, a text editor program called TextPad, to basically select the 077 dash, delete that out, and then bring it back in, and then I called that original PIN. So that will be the matching field from the buffer layer, and we will use PIN from the parcel layer. So to do the join, you go to the table that you want to add stuff to. So in this case, we want to add the buffer stuff to the parcel data. Under the drop down in the upper left, we go join and relate, and join. Now it's going to ask you which field, so this is where we enter our common fields. Starting from the layer that you're using as your base to join, we're going to pick this PIN field, and then it asks you for the layer that you're going to join to it, and that's going to be the buffer layer. And then we need to go down and select the field from that buffer layer, which is not PIN, but original PIN. That's the one we modified to get to be the exact same. Hit OK, and what it's going to do now is add all of the buffer information to the back end of this table. So now we have, starting with this PIN column, all of this new buffer information related to the buffer program. So what we can do now, if we want, is go into Excel with the data. We can do select all. Make sure you have Excel up and running. In Arcmap, if they're all selected, you just do copy selected, go right into Excel, and hit paste. Somehow for this video it seems to bog it down and slow it down, but it drops it in normally just fine, and within a few seconds you have all your data in Excel, and then you can just delete the columns in Excel that you don't need and do a mail merge and get the data out.